Have you ever took a walk down a long and lonesome highway where the sun never shines on the other side of life, feeling that this may be the first time, this may be the last time, that I will feel alone in the night, floating with nothing around me except the wind, whispering secrets through hollow bones, carrying echoes from forgotten eras, tales of empires risen and fallen, legends etched in the annals of time, earth, wind, water, fire, all symbols of life, and the ether, the fifth unseen, binding them in silent harmony, the void that cradles all creation, the cradle from which heroes emerge, feeling tough as the earth. Changes roll on like grinding tectonic plates, shifting continents of the soul, uprooting foundations of belief, forging mountains from valleys of despair, calm as wind, soothing me, through fevered dreams and restless sleep, whirling dervishes in the mind's eye, spinning veils of illusion aside, revealing the naked truth beneath, life flowing like water, carving canyons in the heart, eroding barriers of stone and regret, revealing hidden gems beneath, jewels of wisdom long submerged, fire burning inside, controlled, yet always threatening to consume, the illusions we cling to so tightly, like shadows fleeing the dawn, igniting the forge of transformation. Step on the wings of the dove, take a ride to the other side, soothe my soul, O Great One. Show me the wrongs within, the cracks where light escapes, and shadows pool like ink, inscribing stories of unspoken pain, chronicles of battles fought in silence. Sadness, my soul is crying, ancient tears carving rivers down stone cheeks, flooding valleys of buried sorrow, drowning echoes of lost loves, washing away the remnants of heartbreak. Hatred, my soul, is leaving me, slipping through fingers like black smoke, dissipating into the void's embrace, leaving only embers of release, sparks to kindle new fires of purpose. Above the earth, above the rocks, above the storms, over clouds and mountains crowned in lightning, piercing the heavens with electric fury, crackling with the power of creation, thunder gods roaring their decrees, walking the path of the deceased. My ancestors are calling me, voices woven from smoke and starlight, harmonizing in ancestral choirs, singing hymns of heritage and hope, ballads of valor passed through bloodlines, to the land of my past, where roots drink from forgotten graves, and bones whisper tales of triumph and loss, lessons etched in marrow deep, sagely advice from warriors of yore, that which gives life, that which takes lives, in endless resurrection, cycles spinning like celestial wheels, eternal rebirth in the wheel of fate, dividing night among the day, in eternal negotiation, balancing scales of shadow and dawn, where twilight dances in ambiguity, the gray realm of heroic choices, the incredible fire-walking dance, bare feet on coals that sing, melodies of pain transmuted to power, steps forging paths through inferno, trials that temper the epic soul, void of time and space. Nothing but satisfaction leads to the great beyond, where hunger finally rests, and thirst is quenched by infinity, in wells of boundless wonder, fountains guarded by mythical beasts, feeling the energy deep inside, pulsing like a second heartbeat, synced to the rhythm of the universe, vibrating strings of cosmic symphony, harmonies that summon legendary forces, weird scenes all around, hearing colors, seeing sounds, crimson screams, violet whispers, synesthesia weaving tapestries of sense, blurring boundaries of perception, visions worthy of ancient scrolls. For what I know, the future's uncertain and the end is always near. A shadow pacing just behind the shoulder, whispering riddles of mortality, taunting with glimpses of the inevitable, prophecies foretold in epic tomes, Free my mind. Give me visions, give me what I dream. Open up the realms which I have never seen, beyond the veil of flesh and reason, where logic unravels like frayed thread, revealing patterns of pure intuition, portals to realms of gods and titans. Follow the rabbit, white as snow, to another dimension. Follow the rabbit down the hole, into another universe, twisted from reality, mirrors folding into fractals, reflecting infinite versions of self, each an echo of what could be, alternate epics unfolding in parallel. Free flight, the raven is everywhere, black wings slicing through thought, harbinger of omens and forgotten lore, messenger from realms unseen, bearer of warnings from the fates. Free form, moving anywhere I can. No gravity, no guilt, no name. Drifting through nebulae of possibility. Clouds of stardust birthing new worlds. Galaxies spun from heroic deeds. Formations of the mind twist and turn, like smoke serpents in candlelight, coiling around pillars of forgotten gods. Awakening deities long slumbering, summoning pantheons to the fray. The outer regions of this realm, perfect isolation, where silence roars louder than thunder, and solitude becomes a sacred temple, walls echoing with inner monologues, sanctuaries for legendary introspection, falling into a trance of old, drums echoing from marrow, beating rhythms of primal origins, calling forth the savage within, war cries of ancient barbarians. Behind this wall locked away, my soul again, chained in the attic of childhood fears, haunted by ghosts of innocence lost, specters pleading for redemption, phantoms banished by heroic resolve, in the sands of time, which passes me by, grain by grain, relentless, building dunes of memory and dust, shifting landscapes of recollection, deserts crossed by epic wanderers. Walking down this long road, thoughts and memories come flooding back, like monsoon waters through dry riverbeds, washing away the debris of yesterday, uncovering treasures buried deep, artifacts of legendary quests. Tables turn and nightmares burn, to ash, fertilizing new growth, seeds of hope sprouting from despair, blossoming into gardens of valor. Wake up, lest ye not be sheep, following mere people, blind through fields of illusion, grazing on lies sown by unseen hands. Awaken to the shepherd within. Rise as the hero of your saga. Stand up, face the demons, claws scraping at the edges of courage, eyes glowing with infernal fire, horns curling like twisted fate, monstrous foes from abyssal depths. Fight for this freedom. The future of self, locked into the eternal battle, good versus evil, waged in every heartbeat, and every choice that shapes the dawn. Allies forged in trials of fire, legions rallied under banners of light, shadows in the night, creeping around every corner, lurking in the folds of doubt, whispering temptations of surrender. Shadows from the dark, never know when they could strike. With a venomous bite, piercing the armor of resolve. Shadows of hell, always trying to tempt, with honeyed lies and velvet chains, promising power in exchange for chains. Illusions of grandeur masking bondage. Shadows of evil can never get through. For all in the present, learning from the past, is the key to the future, unlocking doors to enlightened paths, lined with lanterns of hard-won wisdom, tombs of knowledge guarded by sphinxes, closed-eyed, yet third eye wide open, blazing like desert noon, illuminating hidden truths, piercing veils of deception, awakening the seer's prophetic sight. Spirit guide is here, silent watcher with amber gaze, guardian of thresholds unseen, whispering directions in the wind. Mentor to heroes on their odyssey, mind and soul of a wolf, a lone wolf, howling at moons that never answer, prowling the edges of the wild unknown. instincts sharp as midnight claws, pack leader in the hunt for truth, never backing down in the face of death. Death of life, death of death, endless recursion, looping through dimensions of existence. Portals swirling in vortexes of light, gateways to epic adventures beyond. Steel dreams yearning, forged in the fires of ambition, tempered by trials of endurance. Blades wielded by legendary knights. Ancient life, never ending. Time before time may live forever. In the archives of the cosmos, scrolls of stars recording all, chronicles of universal epics. As the phoenix, birth and death of fire, reborn from the ashes of the past, stronger and wiser than before. Feathers forged in supernova fury, rising with wings of radiant flame, soaring through skies of rebirth, symbol of indomitable resurrection. While the circle continues on, till the end of time may we grow, evolving constantly, remaining pawns no more, shattering the board beneath our feet, reclaiming sovereignty of spirit, kings and queens of our domain, rulers in the hall of eternal glory. Fear not, for fear is a prison for the soul, bars of ice and doubt, forged by whispers of inadequacy, melting under the sun of truth. And fear leads to insanity, fractured mirrors multiplying madness, reflecting distorted visions, until unity restores the whole. Heroes emerging from shattered reflections, step on through to the unknown, only existing deep within the mind. A labyrinth of quantum possibilities, paths branching into multiverses, quests diverging in infinite ways. Past, present, future is all around us, layered like onion skins of light, peeling back to reveal core essence, the seed of divinity within, essence forged in primordial forges. Collective unconscious prevails, whispers from 10,000 ancestors, merging into a symphony of shared wisdom, harmonies healing generational wounds, choruses empowering the epic lineage. Fear no one, for fear leads to death. Death leads to the realms within the unknown, where boundaries dissolve into ether, and forms merge in cosmic soup. Cauldrons brewing new legends. Helter-skelter, spiral madness, circles intertwining. Take your turn on the spiral, into the unknown astral plane. Beyond the curtain, discovery awaits, plunging through layers of repressed dreams, uncovering buried archetypes, heroes' archetypes rising to the call, mystic wisdom cascading like a waterfall, silver threads of insight, weaving patterns of enlightenment. Threads glowing with inner fire, looms crafting tapestries of fate. White heat, white light, black rain is right before me, poisoned tears of forgotten gods, cleansing the soul with bitter truth, washing away veils of ignorance, purifying for the epic ascent, deafening thunder, blinding lightning. On which life is this? For I feel no pain, or fear no more. Numb to the illusions of suffering, transcended into pure awareness, godlike vision in mortal frame, locked away in my mind. Insanity is calling me, sweet siren with jagged teeth, luring toward edges of reason, promising ecstasy in the abyss, songs that tempt the hero's fall. Yet all this time, the key is hidden in this maze, twisting corridors of memory, guarded by minotaurs of trauma, beasts slain by sword of self-knowledge, labyrinths conquered by cunning thread, the key to unlock my soul and set my mind free, free from hatred and sadness, gone, scattered like ash on cosmic wind, carried to stars as offerings, fueling new constellations, celestial maps for voyagers bold, but still remains time everlasting, unmoved, uncaring, eternal witness, observing the dance of creation and decay, from Big Bang to heat death, epic cycles of universal drama, Lose yourself in the wake of the senses, reeling, drowned in perfume of paradox, where opposites embrace in unity. Dragon and tiger in eternal waltz. Balance is struck in heroic strife. Think deep. The dragon, fire breath. Eyes of stone flash. Ancient judgment. Scales shimmering with primordial power. Tail lashing through realms of myth. Guardian of hordes and sacred flames. Feeling nothing. Cold as ice. Or embers hot. Balanced on the knife's edge. Of passion and detachment. Equilibrium of the epic sage. Above and beyond. Strength so strong. It bends reality like molten glass. Shaping worlds from thought alone. Manifesting dreams into form. Realms crafted by visionary will. Looking for the cosmic questions. In time, answers revealed. In riddles written in starlight. Etched across the velvet sky. Puzzles pieced by patient seekers. Oracles deciphered by destined ones. To understand the future, look to the past. Forever lost revelations must come full circle to reach divinity, where the self dissolves into everything, merging with the all-encompassing one, becoming the ocean drop by drop. Unity achieved in epic apotheosis. Breathe in the coming doom. Taste the iron of inevitability. Savor the flavor of transformation. Alchemy turning base to gold. Transmutations in the hero's forge. Daylight fades, future becomes past. Past becomes future, endless cycle. Present, blink of an eye. Gone. A single frame in the infinite reel. Fleeting yet eternal in memory. Captured in the Akashic records. Libraries of all epic tales. Witnessing personal revelations. Like lightning cracking open the skull. Illuminating hidden chambers within. Vaults of untapped potential. Powers awakened in climactic moments. Body, spiritual vessel. Living, breathing, ending. In time forgotten. Yet remembered in every cell. Encoded in DNA's sacred spiral. Blueprints of evolution's grand design. Genetic legacies of heroic blood. Love, compassion, forgiveness. Virtues of deity, everlasting. Beacons in the fog of existence. Guiding ships through stormy seas. Lighthouses for wayward voyagers. Lost in the fog of sin. Clouding minds of all. Veiling the path to redemption. Until clarity cuts through like dawn. Revelations piercing the mist. Give in, realize faults. Everything to gain. Yet, everything to lose. In the gamble of awakening. Stakes high as the soul's salvation. Wagers in the game of gods. Is death among us? Who knows? Lurking in every shadow, every breath. A companion on the journey's path. The final trial in the epic arc. Heaven or hell. Only true form achieved. After life, after the key is removed. From the lock of mortal coil. Shedding the shell like a serpent's skin. Ascension to halls of eternal fame. Then, you are truly free. Free from pain, sadness, hatred and negativity. Soaring unbound through astral planes. Exploring infinities uncharted. Realms of legends yet to be written. Life goes so fast. A comet streaking across midnight. Trailing sparks of fleeting joy. Blazing trails for others to follow. Inspirations for future epics. Must live like there is no tomorrow. From day to day, savor the small eternities. In laughter, touch, and wonder. Moments strung like pearls on time's thread. Treasures hoarded in the heart's vault. Enjoy everything. From sunrise to sunset. Animals, birds, insects. Dancing in nature's grand ballet. Symphony of life in motion. Harmonies of the wild chorus. Moon and stars. Constellations mapping fates untold. Stories written in celestial ink. Myths inscribed in the night sky. Trees all around. Whispering ancient gossip. Of winds and rains long past. Leaves rustling with secrets shared. Forests alive with druidic lore, waters flowing constant, carrying prayers to the sea, where they merge with oceanic depths, waves crashing in rhythmic prayer, seas teeming with leviathan guardians, inner peace everlasting, a still pond beneath the storm, reflecting serenity amid chaos, unruffled by tempests above, sanctuary for the weary hero, watching the sun rise in the sky, in the brisk morning air. Through the clouds it shines, red, orange, yellow, the rays so bright, telling me that a day has come and gone, and a new day has come at last. Starts here and now, refreshed and calm, spirit-free, yet the highway still stretches, endless, lonesome, calling. One more step, one more breath, one more glimpse beyond the veil, into the phantasmic realm, where all things end, and all things begin again. Echoes of galaxies swirl above, stars as eyes watching silently, pulling tides of fate and fortune, gravitational dances of destiny, cosmic forces shaping epic narratives. Dive into the quantum foam, where particles dance in certainty, realities branching like lightning trees, infinite possibilities blooming, multiverses birthing heroic variants. Seek the griffin, guardian of treasures, claws of gold, wings of storm, protecting secrets of the multiverse. To solve for worthy seekers, trials testing the metal of legends. Embrace the chaos, the wild unknown, where order emerges from anarchy's womb, birthing new paradigms of being, creations forged in primordial turmoil, threads of destiny woven tight by fate's invisible loom, spinning yarns of triumph and trial, patterns repeating in fractal grace, webs entangling gods and mortals. Awaken the inner alchemist, transmute leaden fears to golden light, elixirs of immortality brewed, in cauldrons of the heart's fire, potions stirring with passion's spoon, concoctions granting eternal vigor, visions of utopias yet unborn, dystopias crumbling to dust. Balance hangs on a silken thread, in the grand theater of existence, curtains rising on acts untold, stages set for dramatic climaxes. Sing the song of the spheres, harmonies vibrating through void, resonating with souls across eons, chords connecting all that is, symphonies uniting disparate realms. The journey never ends, only evolves, into forms beyond imagination, metamorphosis eternal and profound, transformations in the epic cycle. Phantasmic Realm expands forever, inviting the bold to explore its depths, venturing into abyssal wonders, abysses staring back with knowing eyes. Call forth the unicorn, pure and wild, horns spiraling with healing light, galloping through meadows of dream, symbol of innocence reclaimed, beacon for the purity of quest. Confront the Sphinx, enigma's keeper, wings folded, gaze-piercing soul, riddles guarding gates of knowledge, answers unlocking inner sanctums, portals to wisdom's hallowed halls. Sail the rivers of forgotten myths, currents carrying legends afloat, heroes rising from watery graves, quests eternal in narrative flow, voyages across Stygian streams. Harness the thunderbird's mighty cry, wings eclipsing the sun's own light, storms brewing in feathers' wake, power channeled for renewal's sake, tempests summoned by avian lords. Wander the forests of eternal night, trees alive with luminescent veins, creatures lurking in bioluminescent glow, secrets hidden in bark and root, enchanted groves of druidic might. Ascend the ladder of Jacob's dream, rungs connecting earth to divine, angels ascending, descending in turn, messages bridging mortal and sublime, celestial highways for divine missives. Plunge into the well of Mimir's wisdom, sacrificing eye for sight profound, knowledge bubbling from depths arcane, Insights worth the price unbound. Offerings for Odin's all-seeing gaze. Invoke the Muses, ninefold grace. Inspiration flowing like sacred wine. Verses birthed in creative fire. Art transcending the confines of time. Poems etched in eternity's ledger. Traverse the bridge of Bifrost's arc. Rainbow path to realms divine. Colors bridging worlds apart. Journeys blending the mundane and shine. Crossings to Asgard's golden spires. Face the Hydra, heads multiplying. Challenges growing with every strike. Regeneration in adversity's form. Victory through persistent might. Battles won by Herculean strength. Heed the oracle's cryptic voice. Prophecies veiled in smoky haze. Futures glimpsed in ambiguous word. Destinies shaped by choices made. Fates decreed in Delphic vapors. Merge with the elements once more. Earth grounding, wind lifting high. Water cleansing, fire purifying. Ether uniting in symphony sky. Mastery over nature's quintessence. The phantasmic realm calls forevermore. Layers unfolding in endless quest. Soul's odyssey through veils and mist. Ever seeking, ever at rest. Forge alliances with ethereal kin. Spirits of forest, flame, and wave. Pacts sealed in blood and vow. Armies mustered against the void. Clash of titans in thunderous fray. Swords clanging, spells igniting air. Victories etched in scars and song. Ballads sung by bards of lore. Echoing through halls of mead and mirth. Quest for the grail of inner truth. Cups overflowing with enlightenment. Sipped in moments of divine grace. Trials of faith in shadowed veils. Dragons slain, treasures claimed. Hoards of gold and wisdom earned. Empires built on foundations firm. Crumbling under hubris weight. Lessons learned in ruin's embrace. Rebirth from fallen spires' dust. Prophets wandering desert sands. Visions granted in scorching heat. Oases of revelation found. Mirages turning to sacred springs. Waters of life in barren lands. Warriors clad in armor bright. Shields bearing sigils of ancient might. Charging into battles dire. For honor, glory, and kin's delight. Fields stained with valor's red. Healers mending wounds of war. Herbs and incantations woven tight. Restoring flesh and spirit's core. In temples raised to gods above. Prayers ascending like incense smoke. Seekers climbing peaks of stone. To touch the heavens, burdens thrown. Vistas revealing worlds anew. Eagles soaring as omens true. Messengers from realms on high. Guiding paths with keen-eyed flight. Underworld descents in darkest night. Facing judges of the soul's plight. Scales weighing deeds of light and spite. Redemption earned through trials bite. Emerging stronger, shadows light. Epic cycles turning ever on. From dawn of time to final song. Heroes rise and legends spawn. In phantasmic realm, where all belong. Eternal saga, forever long.